The evolution of the foot and the yard. Measuring distance in history. In a world where measuring things sometimes meant taking out one's shoe or measuring your neighbor's backyard, the history of these units is as quirky as it is fascinating. Number 5. The Bigfoot theory. Centuries ago, in a time when giants roamed the mental landscapes of early civilizations, the measurement of a foot was as practical as it sounds. It was indeed based on the length of an actual human foot. The story goes that ancient Egyptians and Romans first adopted this measurement system, relying probably on the average carpenter's foot size. This measure was of varied lengths because, surprise, people's feet are different. Fortunately, it was a very human scale, promoting accuracy and relatability. One wonders if they occasionally used this method to cheekily measure out their enemies' lands. Number 4. Standardizing the stepping. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, the rise of commerce and more structured societies meant that a standardized unit was crucial to avoid daily disputes. King Henry I of England reportedly declared that the yard was equal to the distance from his nose to the thumb of his outstretched arm. While this certainly provided a more royal standard, it still depended heavily on royalty's genetics. Furthermore, the foot became standardized in various localities by aligning it more rigidly with known archetypes or trusted local landmarks. Still, given that monarchs are not born equal, disparity continued to thrive. In number 3, yards of chaos. In the absence of unanimous agreement, the yard, the measure that was supposed to standardize, instead multiplied in kinds. Varieties such as the cloth yard, agrarian yard, and even different national yards led to confusion. In trade and textile industries, differing yard lengths could mean a fortune in loss or gain. It's said that on market days, negotiations often required another measurement tool: patience. Each guild or regional authority had its own authoritative yard, adding layers to the dimensions of commercial confusion. Number 2. Acres of confusion. Agriculture and land sales particularly suffered under these variant measures, leading to acre wars where one man's acre was another's half a field. The word acre itself comes from an Old English word for an open field, hence applied liberally regardless of uniform measurement in its early usage. With inconsistency rampant, conveyances between estates sometimes became ground for legal duels. This necessitated reforms and calls for an official standard, crucial for fair taxes, land disputes, and proper delineation of estates, driving forward more precise standards. Number 1. A Royal Walkway. The resolution came more authoritatively in later centuries with ambitious standardization efforts. The British imperial system promoted uniform gesture by defining the yard as the distance traversed in a precise time from point A to B on a royal path under the approval of the metrology gods. Today's metric system variations owe some thanks to these early struggles. By 1959, all quirks and nuances were tabled with international agreement, calibrating the yard to exactly 0.9144 meters, a solution befitting global consensus. And there you have it. From quirky footnotes to royal edicts, the foot and yard have sprinted through history, bringing us to an era of precise and uniform measures. So the next time you're swinging that tape measure or pacing out your lawn, remember the footloose steps our ancestors took to get us here. Until next time, keep those feet planted firmly on standardized ground.